Would you stay at the Swan and Dolphin Resort? If you're debating it, let me talk to you about the pros and cons that I personally experienced during my 7-day stay. We stayed at the Swan Resort during a very busy holiday weekend last October, and honestly, we loved it. We would definitely stay there again. Location alone is something that you can't get at a lot of Disney resorts. And for the non-deluxe price tag, this is definitely a deluxe location. Right by the boardwalk, you're walking distance from both Hollywood Studios and Epcot. There's so much liveliness to the atmosphere, and it's a great spot to take your kiddos. The resorts themselves are beautiful. You get access to all 3 pools when you're staying at any of the 3 resorts, Swan Reserve, Dolphin, or Swan. You also get friendship boats that will take you directly to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. We use the boats very often, and we never had to wait more than 10 minutes for one to show up. I will say the bus transportation at these resorts are kind of lacking. We didn't have a great experience with the bus that took us to Disney Springs. We got there probably 30 minutes early and still missed our dinner reservation by 40 minutes. So definitely plan accordingly, maybe just take an Uber. We stayed in a traditional king room. The view that we had from our room is better than any deluxe resort I've ever stayed at. We could see the Tower of Terror and Epcot. We were able to watch both fireworks shows from our room. The window took up the whole wall, which I loved. Made the room feel so big and so spacious. I will say, other than the view, the little Disney magic that you see throughout hotel rooms was kind of lacking. There were no hidden Mickeys, there was no daily resort TV, but if you can get past all that stuff, the rooms are totally fine. It's basically a typical Marriott hotel room. If you do stay here and you take a bus to Magic Kingdom, it will drop you off at the TTC. So if you don't mind a walk, I recommend walking over to the boardwalk and using their bus that will take you directly to the Magic Kingdom and directly to Animal Kingdom. This wasn't the biggest deal, but honestly, after a long day, you really don't want to do that walk. So just keep that in mind when planning your trip, that you will have to transfer over, and it can take you a lot longer to get to the parks if it's crowded at the TTC, or then you have to wait in the monorail line, etc., etc. There are tons of dining options on these properties, but not a ton of quick service. While you have an abundance of restaurants, you only have 2 coffee shops and then the poolside quick service, from what I remember. For us, we found that the quick service was pretty much lacking. Unless you walked over to the boardwalk and got something at the corn dog shop, which we did, there weren't tons of options to just grab some chicken nuggets. I will say though, the coffee shop was incredible. It was seriously the best iced vanilla latte I've ever had on Disney property. There were also tons of grab and goes, sandwiches, salads, overnight oats, which by the way were so good. I had them for breakfast every morning. We're the type of people that like to get to the park early to rope drop, so being able to just grab something really quick and have it on the boat over to the park was a total game changer for us. There are a lot of hidden resort fees staying here though. If you drive, there is a daily parking fee, and there's about a $50 plus tax resort fee daily to stay here. We paid about $280 to $300 each night for our room. We were able to also book this on Expedia, so we bundled it with our flight and got a much better deal. I would totally stay here again just for the proximity alone. I love staying on the boardwalk and in that resort area. I think it's so convenient and also so beautiful, especially if you go into it knowing that you are going to be missing some of the Disney features. As long as you have that mindset and know what you're paying for, you're gonna think that this resort is awesome. Have you ever stayed there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Bye!